Okay, so another tip we have here is printing using the right resolution for the right stage of prototyping. So as you know, the smaller the nozzle, the less plastic that's going to come out, and indeed, even though you get more accuracy, it will take a lot longer. And often I find I'm making, by the time I've actually finished printing a part, I've seen a mistake in it, or indeed I print it off, put it together and realised something didn't quite fit right, moved it a couple of millimetres and got to print it again. So it's not uncommon for even something that's quite simple to undergo a couple of changes, and something like this, which is, you know, relatively complex, there's quite a bit going on there with all sorts of different bosses and stands and holds, and this is containing, let me think, about sort of 4 or 5 components in there, all got to fit nicely together and include the wiring to have lots of space. So if you can't see, I'll try and put these next to each other so you can see the difference. But this one here, let's zoom in. Okay, so this one here is basically a 0.6 nozzle printed at the coarsest setting, which I think is a layer height of 0.32 millimeters, and so this will be much quicker than when it's at 0.2. And the ridges here you can see are quite noticeable. This is actually the light picking up on it, but this is actually very, very smooth, whereas this has quite a few defects, and you can even hear it if you drag your fingernail across it. You'll often hear the scratchiness is quite a giveaway to the accuracy. And indeed you can see, you know, it's a bit more rough on the holes, much smoother, and indeed even just a little bit of the bowing on the better part, and it's much more noticeable, especially at the edges there on the rough print. But this is still overwhelmingly good enough to get you by. So there we go.